Jennifer Lopez has officially fled the country. Reports are coming in fast, and it all seems to be connected to Diddy. It seems like every time the celebrity drama starts to cool down, someone comes along and throws a match into the gasoline, and this time, it's J.Lo, who has the whole world talking. She didn't just dodge the cameras or take a step back. No, Jennifer Lopez took it to another level. She fled the country, folks. We're talking buy a one-way ticket, pack your bags, and disappear kind of escape. And why? Well, all the clues point to one guy, Diddy. Is Diddy really behind her disappearing act? And what's the wild reason she had to run? The FBI is even getting in on this one, which only adds more layers to this ridiculously messy onion of a story. Let's rewind a bit and put it all together. Back in the 90s, J.Lo and Diddy were the couple. They had it all. The fame, the fancy parties, the media spotlight. You couldn't turn a corner without seeing their perfectly styled faces on the cover of some magazine. But like most good things, it didn't last. And boy did it fall apart dramatically, their breakup, fueled by the infamous 1999 nightclub incident that had Diddy walking away unscathed, while Lopez's reputation got dragged through the mud. Should have been the end of it, except it wasn't. Fast forward a couple of decades, and the rumors just won't quit. Whispers of Diddy holding some kind of dirt over Lopez have floated around for years, leaving everyone wondering what kind of skeletons are rattling in that gilded closet. And now recent threats, allegedly from Diddy, seem to have pushed J.Lo over the edge, straight into a private jet and out of the United States. Dramatic much. But when the FBI starts poking around, maybe it's time to take things seriously. Reports suggest that Diddy might have made some veiled threats that were serious enough for JL to decide she needed to hightail it out of town. If there's one thing everyone knows about Diddy, it's that he's got friends in high places, and not just any places: music, film, entertainment. The man's got influence, which according to those in the know, could very well ruin someone's career. Apparently, Diddy didn't just stop at personal threats. He let it be known that he could make things uncomfortable for Lopez professional too. One theory that's causing quite the stir comes courtesy of Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former Diddy associate. In early 2024, Jones filed a lawsuit against Diddy, not just accusing him of intimate misconduct, but also claiming Diddy admitted to being the mastermind behind the nightclub horrible event. You know, the one that Lopez somehow walked away from without a scratch on her record. 3 people were injured that night. Diddy got off, and Lopez was never even charged. But now Jones is out here, claiming there were bribes thrown around to sway the jury and keep witnesses quiet. So yeah, the spotlight swinging back around to Lopez, and people are wondering if this whole case might get reopened, and if she might get dragged into it once again. He said, "I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy, and it's Grammy nominated right now. As we speak, I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not." And if that wasn't messy enough, we have the late Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-wife, reportedly holding on to a treasure trove of recordings and documents, now sitting in federal custody. According to rumors, some of these recordings are linked to Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, the kind of gatherings that sound more like scenes from a risque-esque thriller than real life. J.Lo allegedly was a guest at these gatherings during her time with Diddy, and who's making these claims is none other than Lopez's first husband, Johnny Noah. Noah has hinted that the feds are now taking a good hard look at these parties, and he's not ruling out that they could dig up something incriminating on both Diddy and Lopez. Now, it's important to note that Lopez hasn't been directly linked to any wrongdoing, but just being around during these parties has people speculating. What did she know? Was she aware of anything shady going down? Diddy's legal drama is also hitting him hard where it hurts. His career, brands, and sponsors have started to cut ties. Revolt TV, yeah, they're backing away from him like he's radioactive. On top of that, more lawsuits are stacking up, mostly centered around intimate misconduct and harassment claims. And oh, let's not forget the Department of Homeland Security's involvement. They've been raiding his homes in La and Miami. The word on the street is that they found some pretty damning stuff, all of which ties back to trafficking allegations. Naturally, all of this is people looking at Diddy's old network of pals, and that includes Lopez. Her silence on the matter hasn't gone unnoticed either. It's just adding more fuel to the speculation fire. Meanwhile, J.Lo is making her best ghost impression. She's out there keeping busy with her professional life. But anytime someone brings up Diddy, she's practically Houdini. Is this all part of a carefully crafted plan to avoid getting sucked into Diddy's black hole of legal issues? Probably. Let's face it, back in the day, Diddy was a massive player in the music industry, and not always in the friendly sense. There's chatter that he wasn't above using intimidation to keep people in line. And who'd want to mess with that? So far, Lopez hasn't said a word about any of this, but her actions, or rather her strategic lack of appearances, are speaking volumes. It seems like she's doing whatever it takes to keep from getting sucked into the drama, but in doing so, she's kind of making it more obvious. Maybe Jennifer's been caught in the crossfire of some shady business dealings. Knowing Diddy's history with controversial deals and sketchy alliances, it's not out of the question the entertainment industry isn't exactly known for being a bastion of morality. It's more like a minefield. And if you're on Diddy's bad side, well, good luck to you. Diddy's also got this, interesting reputation for hosting some of the wildest parties that Hollywood's ever seen. The kind of parties where things happen behind closed doors that are never meant to see the light of day. And over the years, whispers have turned into louder, more insistent murmurs. Celebrities like Justin Bieber have hinted that Diddy's parties weren't all just glamorous champagne-soaked nights. They were something else, something darker. If J.Lo's recent disappearance has anything to do with that, you can't help but wonder, what exactly does Diddy know? And how is he using that info? So where did J.Lo go? No one knows for sure, but the speculation is running wild. Some say she's hiding out in a secluded villa somewhere in Europe, maybe in the south of France or Italy, where privacy can actually be bought if your bank account's big enough. Others think she's sticking to familiar territory, perhaps a luxury retreat she's gone to before. Either way, she's staying well out of the limelight. And you better believe that's intentional, not posting on social media, skipping public events, all classic moves for someone who just doesn't want to be found. It's almost like she's teasing us, keeping herself in the background, just enough to make everyone wonder what's really going on. Fewer glamorous red carpet strolls, a handful of low-key family outings, and the occasional reminder that yes, she still exists. It all makes you wonder, is she backing away from the spotlight on purpose? Or is this all part of a new plan to keep us guessing? The FBI's involvement means we're dealing with a web of influence, money, and possible criminal actions, all revolving around one of the most notorious names in showbiz. You can bet this is only the beginning. There's likely a lot more to uncover about how power works behind the scenes in Hollywood and hip-hop, how much money moves, and who calls the shots. Is J.Lo's disappearance a strategic retreat? Or is there something darker at play? Let us know what you think below, like and subscribe for
more.